So Bitcoin, pretty nasty move lower on Friday. What are we going to do this weekend? For me, I really don't like the trading volumes on weekends, and so I don't tend to put positions on, but this is what I'm looking at in Bitcoin. If we look at the rally that we had since the August the 5th low, which pretty much was the low in a lot of assets, we made a very clear three-wave move. This swing was 61.8 of the first swing. That's very common in a correction, which says that this whole rally was corrective. The thing is with these corrective moves is they can quite often turn into bigger ones with zigzags. So you'll have three waves up, three waves back, and then you'll do another three waves higher. And so I kind of think we're potentially here. And let me explain why. When you see a three-wave move like this, the most common retrace is a 786 fib. And that's where the low was today, at 52,617. So let me change the color on this. What then will tell us if we are going up again from here? Well, if we are going up again from here, the 61.8 on a back test will be key. If we get back above that level and hold above it, we're going to do a bigger bounce, and we're going to likely come back up to at least 59,000, but potentially measuring this swing, we could see another bigger kind of three-wave move from here. And the key is going to be back above 55,286, which is quite interesting because if we look at this, you know, when you have big down thrust candles, like this is a daily chart, quite often 50% of the open close, so not counting the tail, but the open close of the candle is a quite important level. So if we, for example, let's tidy this up. We'll just look at this 50% of these swings. Let's change this. If we look at it like this, you can see 50% of the open close of this candle was resistance, and we continued lower. If we look at this most recent little candle here, 50% back, continued lower. This little down candle here, 50% back, continued lower. It's a very kind of common level you can trade off. And when you get really big candles, for example, like this green one here, 50% back of this candle, here was support, and we had a really nice bounce back and retested the highs. So particularly on the daily or the bigger time frames or the 4 hour, though, that 50% back of these candlesticks is quite an interesting level. So halfway back of this red candle and this 61.8 fib on a back test. For me, if I was short, for example, and we closed back above 55,286, I would get out of my shorts, because the likelihood is that we would see a bigger bounce here to at least 59,000 and potentially a little bit higher and back test that 60,000 level in Bitcoin. So that's what I'm looking at the weekend. Clearly we are still in a downtrend. I think that, you know, September, as you know, is not the greatest month, but bouncing from this weekly 50 moving average side, you know, but back testing the lows that we made on the 1st of July without, you know, a little bit of a tail hit off these levels is quite interesting. I think potentially for a bigger bounce and above 55,286 would confirm it. Good luck. Have